welcome back to another episode of Silent Hill 3. I'm Alexa, and this is Heather, and we're having a great time so far. It's been, everything's good and cool and fine, and yeah, I'm gonna let this play a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down, because I have mentioned in the last couple parts that there was a novelization of Silent Hill 3, and that I read it, and I found some excerpts from it that I just wanted to share. Some things that are bits describing stuff that's happened so far, or some just relevant things generally. So I was gonna just share those with you while this extremely good Kiriyama song plays. So here's the first one. Very soon, the woman murmured, a new era will dawn. A faint smile. The signs were already showing. On the flip side of this seemingly unchanged city, it lay in wait, biding its time to emerge. From the other side, separated by a thin veil, it waited for the right moment to surge through. The trigger had already been pulled. The bullet would soon pierce through the thin membrane, and before long, it would start to spill out. The woman's gaze eventually settled on a girl. Her look was intense, almost loving. The girl standing in front of a public phone. The girl who had become the catalyst. The one who had pierced the veil. Everything resided within her. So yeah, obviously this is talking about Claudia seeing Heather in the mall, and I think that's pretty good. I wish the rest of the book were as good as this. And if you think this excerpt is not very good, well, buckle up. Next one. This is after Heather has first picked up the gun and is encountering monsters. No way, she couldn't fight off this many with just a handgun. She turned and sprinted down the left hallway, heading towards the door leading to the hall. The second floor hall had a circular atrium surrounded by balconies that extended up to the third floor. When Heather reached the hall, she saw two more of the large armed monsters roaming about. She hid behind a column and checked her pockets for the remaining magazines. She had 2 left, which meant she had 25 bullets in total. It seemed like a lot, but it wasn't enough. She estimated that it would take a full magazine to take down one of the large monsters based on her previous encounter. That meant 2 magazines for the 2 in front of her, leaving only 5 bullets for any other creature she might encounter. No more wasting bullets, she resolved. It was a lesson her father Harry had often tried to instill in her, and it seemed she might finally take it to heart. So yeah, this is what the bulk of the book is like. It's just like directions of her navigating the levels in the game, and then either fighting or not fighting enemies. And there's so much of this last line of it was a lesson her father Harry had often tried to instill in her. There's so much stuff that's like that. Of Harry taught her how to do this. Harry taught her how to be a video game protagonist. It's insufferable. And okay, this next one, a portable pocket radio tumbled onto the floor. Heather aimed her gun at the ceiling, looking up to see the emergency hatch open. It must have been open from the start. For some unknown reason, the radio that had been placed on the edge of the hatch slipped and fell due to the elevator's vibrations. The fall had turned it on. White noise was hissing from the radio. Heather picked it up and turned to the tuning dial. Given the gravity of the situation, she hoped to catch some news about the shopping mall, but the radio seemed broken, emitting nothing but irritating static. "You stupid, useless thing!" Heather almost threw it against the floor in frustration, but held back. Suddenly, she recalled her father's words. When she was a child, her father, a writer, used to tell her his own whimsical fairy tales as a substitute for campfire stories. Once upon a time, there was a broken radio. The radio only made a hissing sound. It couldn't even play the weather forecast. Moreover, it was very scared. It hated demons and would start crying. Scary hiss, hiss, terrifying cries. A man-eating demon is nearby. I kind of like the bit of like, oh, the radio is so scared. That's why it makes all the noise, because it's crying, because it's scared of demons. Personifying the radio in that way is fun, but yeah, more of this really ridiculous justifying her video game protagonistness. It's and oh, a little bit more radio. Leaving the white noise on, Heather stuffed the radio into her jacket pocket. It felt like her father, Harry, was giving her advice. He never spoke much about his past, but it seemed like his fairy tales were modeled on his own experiences. The resemblance was uncanny. Between his tales and her current situation, could her combat training have been prepared for this very day? Yeah, this is absurd. Like, I don't know how big of a reveal it's meant to be in Silent Hill 3 when you learn that Harry Mason from Silent Hill 1 is Heather's father. But like, the book just says it right away. These are all excerpts from the start of the book. And it's like just telling you directly, not a big reveal at all. And like, this whole idea that Harry raised her by training her, it's gonna get ridiculous here. One more thing for now. Ugh, okay. Sharpen your senses, Heather. Her father Harry's words came back to her. Don't rely solely on your ears. Beasts move quietly. Sense their presence. During a summer camping trip, her father had made young Heather walk alone through a dark forest without a flashlight as a test of courage. Watch out! There are bears and coyotes. The warning seemed cruel, scaring Heather out of her wits. Every little noise startled her, and she walked on, desperately holding back tears. The short trail felt like an endless march. She didn't cry because she trusted her father. He would always be watching over her, and he was, keeping a close distance. The stories about bears and coyotes were lies. When she finally completed the task, Harry cried more than she did, hugging her and begging for forgiveness. The sensations about those dark forest walks returned to Heather. Her senses sharpened like radar, her eyes adjusted to the darkness, and she could move without relying on the wall. And this is just like a character assassination towards Harry. In Silent Hill 1, Harry is such a like loving, caring father. He is concerned about his daughter's safety. And here they're just like, yeah, he's like a survivalist freak who's just doing like emotional abuse to his daughter and endangering her. And it's just, ugh, I hate it. I hate it. The book's bad. Don't read the book. Anyway, we have a video game to play. Let me get this volume back turned up to a real level. There we go. There's that jam. It's such a good song. Anyway. We had just acquired the Moonstone. All right, checking the memory card. To check every single possible slot on my definitely legitimate gigantic memory card. So we cracked open the nut and received the Moonstone. And now we have to take it back to that door with the mysterious markings on it. So, hello. Okay, map. Okay. So from here, I think if we go to the right, that's a door we can unlock from this side. And then we can kind of backtrack, go through the door on the left side of the atrium, back through the hallway. There's a shortcut door there. So we could hit the save point while we're in that direction. Okay, and then we'll check the rest of the way when we're going. Okay, so to the right. It's unlocked. Excellent. And then should be a door over here. This? It is. And should be just ahead and to the right. Oh no, I'm thinking ahead of the next area. This is through here to the door, and then now it'll be just ahead to the right. Is it the store? It is the store. This is the clothing store, or a clothing store, I guess. Back out here where the TVs are. I'm gonna hit the save because I'm the type of person to constantly be worried about saving all the time. And then are we going up or down? Go up things? Yeah, we go up the escalators and then the door is like straight ahead. I know the split worm boss is coming up. I don't remember how much is like between here and there. That's the wrong button. The dog growling scared me. Moonstone. It's just a type of jewel, not really from the moon. It was inside the walnut somehow. Use. I stuck the moonstone into the door. And unlocked. I wonder how the door knows it's the moonstone specifically and not just like a round rock. Okay, I think just like a ladder down. That'll take us to the boss. Yeah. Yep. This is when I start playing the song from Snake Eater, What a Thrill, but like in reverse. What a thrill. I don't know any of the other words to that song. I'm sorry. Big gamer. It's funny that not only did the ladder break apart, it didn't just like fall down, it completely exploded into bits. Kind of, they're probably doing oh, you can't just like pick the ladder up to go back up, but. I didn't actually check. I have the gun like equipped, right? Yeah. Reload. So I've seen speedruns of this game, and I know that there's a quick kill if you can time your shots right. And when I first casually played through this, I did it right, just by chance. So we'll see if I can do that again. I guess it must be pretty easy to do. But yeah. Pretty good.
What? It's the shopping mall just like before. Am I back?
Sunshine Princess? Such a good name for a shop. I want to go to Sunshine Princess. Since 1977. Untitled business. Key of Beauty. What is this? I can't read what that says. Blue something surf shop. Blue Marine surf shop? It seems weird to have a surf shop in a mall, but what do I know? Blue Bell. Natural shop. Picture of a horse. I love this. What kind of shop is it? A natural one. Oh, what do you sell there? A horse. Orange field. Gatekeeper. Okay. Newsboy. Nice bright yellow doors. Look at that. The choice. Run Coffee Company. Okay. Alice's. Alice's ice cream. There's a glare on my screen that's making it difficult to read things at the top. I think that just says Chinese restaurant. And Happy Burger. Oh, it's already started. Oh. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, doors are locked. You have to go down that other hallway. I actually really wanted to check the other hallway. Oh, darn.
Heather,
It's you.
what just happened?
You must be one of them.
What did I do? And what do you mean by one of them?
You're in on this with that Claudia, aren't you?
Claudia? What about her? She asked me to find you, that's all.
So you are one of them.
Claudia did all that? Look, I was just hired to find you. I'm not on anybody's side. I don't know anything about this. Why don't you start by telling me what happened here? And that monster. What the hell was that?
I don't know any more than you do. All I know is that things are getting really screwy around here, and I got a weird feeling it's got something to do with me. Maybe you're just an innocent bystander, but I can't feel sorry for you because you dragged me into this. You know, if you hadn't found me...
What are you talking about? What's so special about you anyway?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so confused, would I? But I know there's something. Something I've been running from and forgot for a long time. How did I remember that?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
I'm taking the subway home.
What should I do?
Hell if I know.
Yeah. Subway. do have a little bit more to show. I know I said we were done with the novel excerpts. Guess what? A little bit more. This is about the boss fight. Yes, it was indeed an arena, a stage set for her to face death. A roar echoed, and something massive came charging from the depths of the void with a ground-shaking rumble. Heather shuddered at the sight of the creature. It was far larger than the monsters with thick arms she had encountered before. It resembled an enormous, bloated worm. Its slick, shiny exterior looked tough and thick. With trembling fingers, Heather fired the gun. The bullets were effortlessly deflected, and the worm-like creature remained unshaken. But then it exploded with rage, baring its fangs. Its head split open, revealing a gaping maw in the center, lined with rotten, drooling flesh. Compared to this, the previous monsters seemed almost cute. Heather desperately fled from the creature's massive tree-like attacks. If she were caught, she wouldn't just be pinned down, she'd be crushed. If she was lucky, she'd die quickly, but more likely, she'd be devoured, feeling the agony of being chewed up by the creature's unnaturally large teeth. And I've realized this is not actually the one that I wanted. I think I wanted the next one. Yeah, this is it. Her father's face flashed in her mind, sitting by her bed, reading a book to her as she drifted off to sleep. The story he read that night was The Traveler and the Wizard, a fairy tale. His reading had been so poignant that it left a deep impression on young Heather. When the traveler with the bow and arrow heard this, he said, "Then I shall defeat the wizard." The traveler did not attack the wizard right away. Instead, he insulted it. What a pathetic wizard, not scary at all. The wizard got angry. "I'll swallow you whole." The wizard lunged at the traveler with its mouth wide open. The traveler had been waiting for this. Calmly, he notched an arrow and shot it into the wizard's open mouth, where there was no hard scales, and pierced its stomach. The wizard fell over and died. Which I think this is like kind of interesting to draw this parallel between the boss fight in the school of Silent Hill 1 and the book that Harry finds is just this fairy tale that tells you that gives you the tip on how to fight that boss, because that is also like a big lizardy alligator type situation. And it opens its mouth and that's when you have to shoot it. And it's interesting to kind of point out like, hey, the first boss fight of Silent Hill 3 is mechanically rather similar. And I think that's interesting, the amount of like parallels that you can draw between Silent Hill 1 and 3. I don't know, it's like a cool little detail. I think it's one of the more interesting things that the book did was pointing that out. I think it comes across a little corny in doing the like, oh, Harry is training his daughter to be a video game protagonist. But it's, everyone look who it is. Growing strong and healthy, Minmo. Cat foods, Minmo. Oh, the oomphy of all time, Minmo. Look at that. Look at that cat. It is such a good picture of a cat. Oh, oh. I love Minmo. Everyone loves Minmo. Minmo. The Minmo marketing team going crazy on this subway. Hazel Street, the concourse. Oh, I wonder. Our key. Examine. It doesn't say a street. Okay. Well, let's check the concourse. What is this? Eco actions. It's like a little duckling on like a hand, and the hand has a little plant growing out of it. Think about Earth Day. And some unreadable text. Hazel Street. Oh, camera, please. I know it's like a certain moody thing that the Silent Hill games do to make you have to run into the camera all the time, but doesn't mean I have to like it. There's a subway map here. But even without looking at this, I still know my way home. I just need to get on the Bergen Street train at platform 3. Okay. I kind of was hoping that'd be an actual map. But sure. I actually don't have a ton of time to record today, so we're probably going to stop once we get to the next save point. I don't know when that'll be. I was kind of hoping there'd be one just immediately after. Oh, hang on. I had another thing after the boss fight. I have another book excerpt. I have no idea. Don't you know something? You mentioned some secret about my birth. The client told me you were adopted. Heather burst out laughing. That's no secret. I've known for a long time that my dad and I aren't biologically related. So? Who are my real parents? An Arab oil tycoon? She wants to tell you directly. Fucking ridiculous. That's just fun. Heather swearing seems out. I don't feel like she would be the type to say fucking ridiculous. Okay, let's... Can't go through because I don't have a ticket. Oh, there's an... I missed the second dialogue. Lock is broken. Was she looking at something over here? She looking at this newspaper? Oh, she is. A newspaper. There's a newspaper left on top of the ticket machine. Fatal accident at Hazel Street. At about 11 p.m. on the 4th, a man waiting on the platform at the Hazel Street station fell onto the tracks and was decapitated by the arriving St. Renata College-bound train. The victim died instantly. While police have not yet determined whether the death was an accident or suicide, witnesses report that the victim did not look inebriated and seemed to jump off the platform deliberately. The victim's identity is still unknown. He was approximately 40 years old, 5 foot 10 inches tall, and was wearing a black jacket. The newspaper is 4 months old. What's it doing here now? Interesting. Oh, that's not a door. This is a door. Lock's broken. Many such cases. Oh, doors. Broken. Broken. I will say, the sound designers killed it because the broken lock sound is really good. They're like jiggling the doorknob. It's a good sound. Okay, I guess we're not going to the concourse. Wait. Oh, there's a door here. This is where I came in. It's just going in and out. I should use the small door at the end. Excuse me? Is that not what this is? Oh. I was slightly to the side. I guess in case of emergency, the entire wall moves, and that's what the little thing there is. I don't live in a place with a subway, so I don't think I've ever been on a subway before. Please spin around. Broken. Someday I'll get to ride a subway. That's when people talk about the American dream, that's what they actually mean. People dreaming about being able to take a subway somewhere. And I've missed something. I checked the store, right? Yeah. There wasn't something back here, right? It was just Minmo. Yeah, no, it's just the mall. I don't have a map. Oh, I don't have a map. I could have sworn there was something like here. You could go through the turnstiles or the ticket booth or something. Could have sworn. Oh, I can just walk through here. Well, I feel silly. Oh, map. Gimme. Yep, that's a map. It's like, I think this place is probably pretty straightforward, but I'd like having a map. Let me look at it right now. Okay. Yep. I'll head straight this way before I go take the steps down. Investigate some bathrooms and things. Here? Oh, there's ammo. Stash your trash. I have no trash to stash. Okay. Very normal noises happening. Oh, it's... Hazel Street. Check the map again. Going to what? Platform 3? Platform 1 and 2? Platform 3 is over there. Is this something? Good quality, good taste. Price down. Cheers. That's an okay looking sandwich. I mean, it's a lot of lettuce. Like, I don't mind some lettuce, but that's a lot. Can't really tell what anything else is. Kind of looks to me like a meatball sub with like, I can't tell if that's like marinara sauce or tomato slices. I don't know. Leave it a thought. Leave your opinion in the comments on what type of sandwich that is. There's so many Minmos. Fruity Rouge. Oh, I'm trying to be. It feels like they really knew that they had a banger when they made the Minmo billboard. Like, just put it everywhere, all over the place. Running through these subway hallways kind of makes me think of the game. Is it Exit 8 or Platform 8? What's it called? Japanese horror game about like walking through a thing, through a subway. Where am I? What am I doing? Platform 3. Okay, well, let's go down here. No smoking. There. They're both Platform 3. Okay. Well, we'll just catch a subway ride home. It'll be normal. The fact that there's absolutely no one else in the subway That's fine. Havoc's Business Daily. And some doves with the planet. What a healing drink. Okay. So this still says Hazel Street. I guess Hazel Street is the, like, what, the Bergen train? It was weird to have a gate there, but again, I don't know much about subways. Oh jeez. Bad dogs. Ah, you're down there. I'm up here. Yeah, that's right. Run away. Locked. The way the audio kicked in there is just really funny to me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I remember that there's a part where you have to hop down onto the tracks and run to a door. If you take too long, the train kills you. I don't think this is it though, right? Hello? Evil dog? Oh, I think I just died. Oh. Well. Okay, well. Okay. Oh god, that puts me before the boss fight, doesn't it? Oh no. Well, I'm basically out of time to record now, so I guess maybe off stream I will, or off recording, I will just get back to like the subway section. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I can also speed through all that stuff pretty quickly. Especially I'm not reading excerpts from a bad novel. Anyway, thank you for watching. Next time we will encounter the subway and hopefully not get flattened by a train. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, just puts us here. Hi, Heather. We can skip that, I guess. Didn't like see a save point though. Okay, well, yeah, we'll figure this out next time at the start of the subway. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to tell me how much you love Minmo. Heather striking a little pose. Very cute. Thank you, Heather. See you next time. Whenever I get to the next episode. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because I really enjoy this game. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.